Alright, good afternoon. Welcome to another episode. We actually got out here around 11:30 this morning and started fishing around, and the weather today was supposed to be around 48 for the high, sunny, and not hardly any wind today. But they got the wind wrong. I got out here, started fishing, and the wind started picking up, and it just kept on getting more and more, and finally it got up around 15, 20 mile an hour, and it was actually white capping out here a few times. And with it being 48 degrees, it started getting pretty cold, and I almost talked myself into getting off the lake, calling it a day. But I went ahead and pushed on, kept fishing, and I'm glad I did. We ended up getting one of the biggest bass today in a kayak that I've ever got. And we got quite a few other nice bass today as well. Everything came on the Ultralight, and that 1/16 ounce little spinnerbait. Just really surprised on that right there. That big old bass, you'll see in the video, it's just a monster. And it got on that little bitty bait. Just really surprised me, but just super happy with today as far as the fishing wise. It was a chilly day, don't get me wrong. I got pretty cold today, but I'm glad I stayed out here and kept fishing. Just really paid off. But like as always, hope y'all liked the episode. Appreciate y'all watching. Till next time. Whoa! Had a bird nest, and man, that's a nice bass. I had a bird's nest, and I was trying to get it off, and it's actually wrapped around my drag. I think it's short enough I can get him in here. Come here, buddy. That was a good accident right there. Like I said, I got a little bit of a bird nest right there. I was trying to get it out, and the lure went all the way to the bottom. I guess he was down there waiting for it. Hook just come right out too. This wind is playing havoc on me. Pushed me in here. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and keep him. He's just a little bit on the big side, what I normally like to keep. But it's been a tough day, so we're gonna keep whatever we can. Man, there we go. That was definitely a surprise there when I pulled up on that line, going to take up my slack. I felt a pretty good size weight on the end of it. And it was him. Let's see if I can get my bird nest out of here now. And like I said, it's been a tough day. That's winter for you. Water temperatures really fell, and we got a lot of rain over the last week or so, and you get a lot of rain like that, it can make things tough. Trying to figure out which way I need to go with this. There we go. Yeah, we got it in. One of them bird nests makes you scratch your head a little bit to get it out. Not every day I wrap it around my reel handle. Let's see if he's got another one down there. That first one looks smaller than that one. May not have been though, may have been the same one. Oh, there we go. There we go. Man, it was like a pretty good size one. He is wrapped up too. Come on, man, get out of there. You can see that bush over moving all over the place. Oh, I think we got him out now. Yeah, come on now. How you gonna wrap around this little stick right here? There we go. I think that looks like another keeper. It's not a giant one, about the same size as the one on the stringer there. I didn't think we was gonna get him there for a second, the way he was wrapped up over. I just kept waiting for that line to snap. He get over and get wrapped around something solid. There we go. Back up here. I don't want to get up in there too far. Pretty nice little bass there. Definitely a good fight there. I did not think we was going to get him in here. I just seen that bush over moving all around. I was waiting for that line to snap. Got lucky on that one. You can go down here and keep your other buddy company. Try not to make too much noise while you're down there. Maybe you can attract some of your friends to the kayak where I can catch them too. There we go. You'd be surprised how many times, especially in clear water, I'll have fish on my stringer and you'll actually see other fish come up to them. And I've seen bass actually fight with each other, one on the stringer and one just, you know, you haven't caught yet. Just some of the things you see sometimes. One reason why I love kayak fishing. Got my pole tree behind me here. This wind, it's just coming out of one of them directions where it's just wreaking havoc on everything. It's definitely not cooperating for sure. There we go, let it come out of there. I must around break my pole back there. Alright, maybe now we can get another cast over there. There we go. You never know, sometimes there may be more than one over there. I still think there was two back there at that other spot, because that first one looked like a smaller bass. Come on now, get out there. Caught the tip of that brush right there. There we go. Oh, there we go. This is definitely a bass. I'm guessing probably a smaller one, fast as he is. No, it's actually a pretty good size one. Yeah, he's a little bit bigger than that one on the stringer there, or the two on the stringer. Got a good fight on him. I think he's about done. Hooked in the top lip, just like the other two. Come here, buddy. You're a pretty nice one. There we go. Chill out. Fight's over, buddy. You lost. He said, whatever, I'll still slap you in the face with my tail. Yeah, that's a pretty nice one there. A little bit too big to keep. A really good fight, though, man. When he took off right there, man, he has some speed on him. Mr. Fast Guy. Back he goes. Right back over there. Love the ones that hit like that. I don't think I've said anything about it yet, but this is a Strike King micro spinner, and I just started using these, I don't know, probably about a couple months ago, and They're 1/16 ounce. And I just take the skirt off of them and put a blue jig on it. It's just really, really good for crappie and bass. Yeah, I'm getting frayed a little bit. I'm going to have to retie. But like I said, it was real good for crappie and bass. I've had a real good look out of it. It throws really good with this ultralight setup here. Just a little bit smaller than that 1/8 ounce that I've been using. But I'm going to retie real quick and we'll get back to fishing. Definitely don't want to catch another one and break the line. Oh, there we go. I don't think this is a, I don't know, I think it's a gar. I just seen a big tail come up behind it. Come on now, show yourself. Pretty sure it's a gar. Come on now. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's a gar. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! That is an absolute giant. Oh my god. Look at the size of that freaking bass. Oh my god. That is definitely my biggest bass ever. Oh my god, look at the size of that. Oh man, come here, come here, come here. Come here, buddy. Oh my god. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Yes. Oh my god. Look at that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Came right out too. It just barely hooked. Oh my god. I gotta catch my breath. Look at that. That is a beast. I don't know how much that thing weighs. I'm just praying I got my scales in my bag right there. I think I do. I just cannot believe that. Oh my god. That is a freaking monster. Look at that. I can just stick my whole hand right down his mouth like nothing. That is ridiculous. Look at that. Oh my god. Just I don't know what to say. That is just a giant. And I mean, when I threw over next to that log, he hit, just made a little bit of a run. I seen a huge tail come up there and I was like, oh, that's a gar. It's gotta be a gar. And man, I was not expecting that at all. Oh my god. Yep, get the scales, come on, please be in here. Yep, they are. There's the batteries charged up. Because I have not used these in a minute. Oh, wrong button. Yep, they come on. Yep. I hate about these things here, you can't hardly see the numbers on it, especially in the bright sunlight like this. I'm just wanting to get a bait on this big guy real quick. If he doesn't go 6.5, at least 6, then I will be surprised. 5.8. I don't know if I can see that or not. Get the camera a little bit closer there. Hope y'all can see that. One thing I hate about these scales, the numbers are just not very bright at all. 5.8 though, that's almost right at 6. But that's the size of him though. I've caught a 6-pound bass before, but it didn't look nothing this big. This bass is just huge, girthy bass. There we go. But yeah, I am definitely going to put the camera in the front spot real quick. I'm taking pictures of him too. I'm going to set him back in the water, give him a little bit of a breather. Alright y'all, look at that giant guy right there. So happy with that. I know I couldn't hardly even talk. I still can't hardly. It's just my loss of words, really just speechless. Was not expecting a bass like this today, especially on that little 1/16 ounce spinnerbait. You know, that just shows you right there, you don't have to throw giant baits to get giant bass. You know, I've learned that over the years. You know, I've fished all different size lures, and I've caught some giants just like this on the smallest baits that you can imagine. And man, just so happy with that. And he really didn't put up a big fight. You know, he was pretty calm the whole time. I was surprised. when I seen that big tail come up, like I said, I thought it was a gar, because it just looked way too big to be a bass, and didn't act like a bass. But man, was I wrong? And I'm happy I was wrong too. I'm glad we got this big guy in the kayak. But we're gonna get him back real quick, and maybe we can get another one if we're lucky. All right, y'all. One more look at him here. Like I said, my heart's still pounding. This is what it's all about right here. You know, we out here all day. I mean, I love catching these smaller bass, but every once in a while you get a bass like this, it just makes all these trips worth it. You know, it's just one of them big surprises that you're not expecting, and it is definitely worth it. There he goes. Say goodbye, buddy. He didn't stick around. Sometimes the big ones like that, they'll stick around on top of the water there for a while, you know, and kind of give you a good look at them. I'm still can't catch my breath. I just can't get over the fight of that fish. It was just weird. I've caught big bass before. Most of them pull pretty good hard. You know, they don't just play around. But that one there, he came up, showed us his tail over there, made a little bit of a run, and that was pretty much it. He just kind of came up, gave up, and even when he was in the kayak right here, he just wasn't very active. You know, I don't know if that's because the water temperature is so low. You know, we're right at 50 degrees, and last trip, water temperature was in the 40s, so I don't know. It's just weird. But man, that makes my day right there. If we don't catch another fish the rest of the day, I'm fine. That right there definitely makes my day. Whew. Fish on. Oh, there we go. There we go. Another bass. No, it ain't. That's a crappie. I just put on a fight like a bass. Hurry up and get him in there. He gets off there. That is a nice crappie. Chill out, buddy. Chill out. Yeah, that's what we want right there. That's what I've been trying to catch all day. I've not had any luck at it. Chill out. There we go. Yeah, that's a nice, pretty crappie there. Big old dude. That's the kind you want. Around that log right there too. That's usually a typical place you'll find a crappie. We're going to put him on a stringer here. Make a few more casts over there. See if we can catch a few more. Oh. After catching that giant bass earlier, I've really been targeting these logs because that's what he was around. This log right here is kind of similar to that log that we caught that big bass around, but maybe there's some crappie around it. I'll take that instead. This wind today, oh man, it's just been overall it's just been a rough day. Fish haven't been biting too great, but the wind is the main thing. It would be a beautiful day if it wasn't for the wind. I'll slow roll it through there. I think he was a little bit deeper than that cast there. Go a little bit further out. He might have been the only one there. Sometimes it's the way it is. I don't know how many times we pull up to a spot, catch one crappie, and that's it. And like that episode before last, we pulled up to that log, and I think we pulled 4 or 5 out of that one log right there. Well, that felt like a hit right there. Cast right back through that spot again.